What's up, everyone? It's Joshua Rains from Opossum's Paracord. For this video, I'm going to show how to tie my pattern, the fight or flight bar. Before I get started, I would like to give a special shout out to my friends over at Stock Still Outdoor Supply for providing the cords and buckle for this tutorial. They have a lot of great gear at very affordable prices and top-notch customer service. There is a link to their website in the description below. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using 14 feet of snakeskin, 14 feet of decay, and a 5/8 inch curved buckle. Alright, I'm going to start with the decay. Going to come in through the bottom, female side of the buckle. I'm just simply going to form a cow's hitch here. Just like so, nothing fancy. Then we're going to come in with the snake skin. I'm going to go down through the top on either side. I'm just going to form a cow's hitch. These good and tight, give you a visual. And now we're going to take all four of these and we're going to go down through the top on the other side. One at a time. Push it through. Leave yourself a little bit there. And then you keep going, move to the next one. To the next one. Alright. Now open it up. And we're just going to slide this right up here. We're just going to pull out any twists that we may have in the cord. Alright. Now here's where we're going to take our measurement. For this pattern, you're going to want to add about 1.5 inches to the intended wrist size. Now I went ahead and took the liberty of measuring this out to 9 inches. I'm going to be making it for a 7.5 inch wrist. Now for any of you that are unsure of how to correctly measure, I'm going to start here at the top of the female and measure all the way to the base of the prongs. Alright, now to get this thing started, we're going to do a series of half hitches. Start with this one. Move all these other ones out of the way. Okay. Up between. Just going to hitch it to itself. Over the top, round behind. Just simply come up through that loop. Okay. Gently. Just give it a pull. Don't overdo it at first. You don't want to mess up the measurement that you have. Okay, then we're going to move on to the second cord in line. It's going to come up between then it's going to go over itself, go in the opposite direction as the other one we just did. Okay, it's going to go around behind, up through that loop. Then we're just going to gently pull it up. Basically, I just made them face each other. The hitches where the cord comes up, they're pointed right at each other. So we're going to treat this side the same way. Moving on to the third cord, okay, which is this one right here. Up between, over, round behind, up through the loop, gently pull it up. See, now it's making it face that way. And just kind of push the other ones over. Okay, now on to the last one. Up between, over, under, through that loop. Gently pull it up. Now, what I like to do here, get them all as they should be. Flip it over, and then just pull. Flip it back over. Just kind of inspect them. Just making sure they're all pushed up, even. Okay. Now here I would recommend that you remeasure just to make sure. I can tell though that I didn't lose anything in that process, so I'm going to move on. Alright, now I want the decay to be the most present color of the pattern, so we're going to cross these. Okay, now we're going to start with this one. It's going to go underneath, up between, and then down through the loop. Now this one, down between, over the top, and down through the loop. Go ahead, sorry about that. Go ahead, tighten that up. Just makes a little X right there. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. This one, underneath, up between, and then down through the loop. Now this one, down between, back over, down through the loop. Now find them on the back side, and then just tug of war it. Now we're going to do just like we did when we started it, except all the cords are in different places now, but we're going to bring them back up to the top. This one's over here now. It's going to go up between, over, and up through that loop. You can really pull these up now because the pattern's already been established right there, so not have to worry about slippage. Okay, on to the next one. This is where it gets a little tricky. You don't want the whole bracelet opening like a mouth, like it's trying to talk to you. So you have to take these two, right here, and you want to cross them. Okay. Now, take this one, come up between, over, then up through the loop, pull it up. Now for this one, up between, over, up through that loop, pull it up. Okay. Now for this one, up through the middle, over, round behind, up through the loop, pull it up. Now, I love to flip over any bracelet I'm making. I feel a lot of the mistakes when you're making something doesn't quite show up on the front. But believe you me, it'll show up on the back. And somewhere down the line, after multiple wears, it's going to show up on the front. So always check your work, people. Alright, let's keep moving on. Once again, I want the decay to be the top. Start with this. Under, down between, under, over, down through the loop. Pull it tight. Now, a little bunched up here. Down between, up through the middle, down through itself, give it a little tug. Like I said, you can go ahead and tighten this side up. To the next one. Once again, we want the decay up top. So we're going to come down, between, underneath, over, down through the loop. Now this, down, underneath, up through the middle, then down through that loop. Pull it up. Like I said, find him on the back. Tug of war. Push up. And you can see the pattern starting to form. Okay, there. Alright. We'll do one or two more passes for you. Alright, take this one. Up between. Over the top. Around behind. up through the loop. Pull it up. And once again, we have to cross these two back here. So pull this one over, this one over. Okay. This one up between, over the top, down through, round behind, pull it up, this one, up between, down through the center, round behind, up through the loop, pull it up, this one, up between, over, round behind, and up through the loop. Just pull it up, flip it over, everything's nice and tight. Flip it back over. Okay, keeping the decay on top. This one, behind, up through the middle, over, and down through the loop. This one, down between, behind this one, over, down through the loop. Pull it. Now, hold here, and just form your X. This side, decay over the top. So, down between, up through the middle, over, and down through the loop. This one, down between, round behind, back over, and down through the loop. Tighten it up. Go. Think you guys can handle it from here. I'll pick back up and show you how I finish this. Back again. Here we are at the end. I do recommend you have at least one lacing needle for finishing this. It gets really tight when you get down here at the bottom. I have a bunch I've been collecting for years, so I recommend every time you're out you see a lacing needle that's cheap, go ahead and buy it. But for this, I try and finish coming out the top of the bracelet. Makes everything just a little bit easier. Alright. Start with this. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. The center cow's hitch, where you started, you need to come down, go down beside it, come out the back, over the top. the same thing with the other snake skin. We're going to find the side of the cow's hitch, come out, make sure we're above it. And yeah, it's a little tight. Okay. Now those are done. Now for the decay, a little easier. You just come down where the snake skin made the big cow's hitch. Come down beside it. Get you in the light there. We're just going to push it through. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. And seeing it actually finishes the pattern doing it this way as well. There we go. Got the whole camera station shaking trying to put this thing through here. And be careful doing that. If your lacing needles are sharp enough, they'll stab you. So I've had a few punctures over the years from my very own lacing needles. There we go. Alright, now we just cut and melt. I'll be right back. I'm going to cut and melt this up, and then I'm going to measure the links that are left over just to let you know. Alright, so I had 4 feet of the decay left and 3 feet of the snake skin. Where'd I put that bracelet? And the bracelet will actually tightly fit an 8-inch wrist. Actually feels pretty good. It's pretty tight though. Some people like it like that. Some people don't. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.